The British monarchy is caught in another storm, this time in a foreign funding controversy involving Prince Charles. According to media reports, the Prince of Wales accepted 3 cash donations between 2011 and 2015 worth $3.2 million from former Qatari Prime Minister. According to the reports, the cash was handed over personally to Prince Charles by Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani in small suitcase and even a shopping bag. The money was allegedly then counted by Charles's aides and subsequently collected by Coutts Bank and was paid to Prince of Wales charitable funds. Although the media reports in no way suggest that the payments were illegal, it has now raised serious concerns about ethics and the future king's personal judgment. Critics are now calling upon the British government and Charity Commission to launch an investigation into the matter, especially in the light of Qatar's record on human rights. The Prince's office released a statement on the same on Sunday. It said, and I quote, "Charitable donations received from Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim were passed immediately to one of the Prince's charities, who carried out the appropriate governance and have assured us that all the correct processes were followed." End of quote. The royal family guidelines make no mention of cash donations, but it does highlight that it is the sole discretion of the royal family members to accept funds as a patron of or on behalf of a charity. But this is not the first time in recent months that the Prince has been caught in a row. In November last year, his right-hand man, Michael Fawcett, stepped down from running one of the British royals' main charities after media reports that he had offered honours in return for donations. Clarence House had then clarified that the Prince of Wales had no knowledge of the alleged offer of honours or citizenship on the basis of donations. But with the anti-monarchy campaign group Republic now demanding a probe into the latest case, only time will tell if heir apparent to the British throne will be able to navigate through the choppy waters he is currently involved in.
Continued success and integrity. Her Majesty's government will prioritise support for the Belfast. My lords.
Let's talk more about this controversy. Our correspondent Giles Gibson is joining us live from London. Giles Gibson, good to see you. How is the British government likely to handle this matter?
Well, Eric, we've had some brief reaction from a member of Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister's cabinet. We heard from George Eustace, who is the Environment Secretary. He was doing the media rounds earlier on Monday here in the UK. He was asked a direct question about this during an interview that he gave on a local radio channel. He did say that, as far as he was concerned, that Clarence House, that the Prince had followed the processes that they should have according to these media reports. But he also made an interesting comment. He said it is a bit unusual to have such a large amount of cash. We've also had some reaction just in the last few hours to this report by the Sunday Times from the Charity Commission, which regulates charities here in the United Kingdom. A spokesperson for the Charity Commission saying that they are aware of these media reports and saying that we will review the information to determine whether there is any role for the Commission in this matter. So they are simply saying there that they are looking at these media reports, not yet announcing any sort of an investigation into Prince Charles or into his charitable fund.
Giles, there is no suggestion the payments were illegal. However, these charity scandals could dent the future king's image, don't you think?
Well, it certainly could, and of course it comes off the back of Prince Charles really taking on a more prominent role because of the fact that Her Majesty the Queen is, really now getting into very advanced age. Her health has been not the best at times, although she has made several public appearances recently, of course, most prominently during the celebrations over her Platinum Jubilee. But we have seen Prince Charles more and more over the last few months or so stepping into roles that she would normally be filling. So, for example, we saw Prince Charles attending the state opening of Parliament in her place because it was deemed that the Queen was just not in the best health. She was not able to conduct her official duties that day, so Prince Charles took her place. So reports like this one that we are seeing in the Sunday Times with some really eye-raising details, such as the fact, according to the Sunday Times, that these piles of cash were handed over in a suitcase in one case, and in another case handed over in bags, plastic bags from the well-known department store here in London, Fortnum and Mason. Those sorts of eye-raising details are certainly damaging to the Prince's image as he takes on more of a prominent role as his mother gets just older and less able to conduct the sort of duties that she used to do on a regular basis.
We'll have to end it there. Live from London, Giles Gibson, as always, thank you. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.